Heyo.
Hey.
How's my blurry blob doing today? Well, that was quick. You are froze stuck like Chuck.
Stop touching things. Stop touching things. Let's move it that way.
Starting to get a little clearer.
All right. We're going to do this.
Is the internet frozen out east?
It's in the head. It's all up here.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
It's all my fault. You can't win. It's not fair. Alrighty. We got people in. I'm going to try one more thing.
Don't try too much weird stuff now.
So, Jeremy, it's a Saturday night. We're back again. How are you?
I'm doing well.
How bad is this lag?
It's a little ugly. Yeah. It's not as bad as other people that I've seen lately. Got a few people checking in. We got JerseyScaler. How you doing? You are dead froze, Mike. This is going to be the Jeremy show. It's bad. Tell me if it's bad on his side or my side. Yeah, you are froze. Mr. Downey.
Just hold down the fort.
Holding down the fort, buddy. I'm trying. Oh my goodness. Remember the days before the internet? Yeah. I don't know what's going on with Mike. Oh, he's rebooting. Maybe he's a robot. Maybe he doesn't know that. I don't know. Got me. He looks good, froze. He does. Got Bob's RC in here. We're just building momentum at this point, I guess. He's gone. There he is.
Hang on. All right, I'll be right back. It's the freaking internet, man.
I'm sure it's the internet, Mike. I'm sure of it. There's a lot of that going around today.
All right, hang on.
Yeah, it was a lot easier before the internet.
Oh, it was. Hopefully this thing works itself out here.
Well, I hope so.
Whoa.
It's going to be a rough one if it's not.
Oh man, this sucks, Jeremy. I got you talking. I got me talking over top. I'm trying to get this thing to reset. Jeremy, lock in here on holding this thing down. I'm going to try one last thing to get this thing right before we bring Haley on here. Just stand by. You talk to everybody, and I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, bad weather. Bad weather is definitely moving into the east. And I tell you, it was terrible today. I had to shovel like 1.5 feet of sunshine off my sidewalks. And it was like 75 degrees while I was doing it. I mean, it was just brutal. This desert life is uncanny. I don't know what to do with it. But yeah. So while we wait for Mike to get back, I'll do a commercial. I can. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I got you. I know. I may never see snow again. That's the price I'm paying for this. Yeah. But over on my side of the world, my creator side, with a lot of help from the community in educating this old 52-year-old Sergeant Major, I was able to make one of my second CAD designs with some help. Mr. JerseyScaler, big hand in this. Mr. ScaleRat, another huge hand in this. But we have a drop bed for the XP10 now, so that's cool. I got a bunch of them laid out here on the table. Grab one. Oh, we got a couple colors. We got nice bright lime green. It is super bright lime green. Army green. I got a lot of good colors going on. But it fits into the XP10. If you're fortunate enough to have an XP10, it is like literally drop in. It just goes right into the back body mount. Flawlessly. It just fits right in there. It just slides in. I put some nice little holes on the side for rock lights. So the Mytrick RC rock lights bolt right into the bedsides. Perfect light in the perfect place. The lights are way tucked up in. Tires will never get into them. A lot of thought went into this. I had a couple questions about Sorka legal. Drop bed, no, because it's not deep enough. It's only 3/4 of an inch to the top rail. But as a flatbed, it technically meets the criteria. So maybe flatbed points. I'm not a Sorka guy, so I don't really know much. You have to check your local rules and whatnots. But yeah, the drop bed doesn't change any functionality on the truck whatsoever. There's no screws to remove or replace. It just goes in and the little stock wing nut holds it on. That's it. Made it as simple as it could possibly be and not interfere with a spectacular performing truck. I thank you, sir. Let's see. Yeah. Back in Tucson for the winter. Yeah. There's a lot of snowbirds out here. It looks like everybody has left me. I don't know how this happens, but I'm all by myself. I guess everybody else will check back in. Yeah, it's right now out here we have the Snore Racing Series from King of Hammers over in Laughlin. So we have all the off-road guys are in town, and it is super busy in Bullhead and Laughlin. Those races are live. They're live all day today. The wife and I are going to go out there tomorrow, suck in some dust and enjoy some off-road racing on the desert. So yeah, it's been good. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, the little bug, the Terrabug 32 from Mr. Knight got released. Nice little print, good detail. Man, that light is hot. Turn that down a smidge. Nice little detail in there. The engine bay is actually quite good. I mean, it is dialed. I should have picked a different color than white to show it, but those are pretty good. Yeah. Am I going to King of Hammers? I may go out for a day or so to King of Hammers. It's not far away, so that would be pretty awesome to go out there. I've always watched it on TV from the comfort of my home, drinking my favorite beverages. Maybe I can go out there and do the same. I think that would be pretty cool. Got Radioactives. How we doing? How we doing? Favorite food? That's an odd question. Yeah. Chocolate cake, peanut butter icing, favorite food. But yeah. And you are a baby. Okay. I don't know who that is, but that is interesting. All right. So what other questions we got while we wait for Mike to get back from his hiatus? So Knight makes it for the SCX 30. Yeah. So I can tell you now, this body fits the SCX30 wheelbase rather nicely. It's just the body mounts that need to be created. I think he is waiting for his SCX30 to come in the mail. Yes. I'm pretty sure he's not going to sleep on that one. He'll have one for it. No. Oh, I don't know where Mike is. No clue whatsoever. But anywho, put it on. Let's put it on. Let's see. We have time. Well, it's super easy to take the body off for sure. The lights get in the way, the tail lights, and headlights, but you can kind of get a gist for it. We can get it down in there. It would sit there.
All right.
Looks like Mike is trying to get back on the stream. There we are. Yeah. But to follow up, Jersey.
All right. Let's see if
follow it is perfect. Hey, Mike. Welcome back to your show.
Okay. I thought I would stop in for a few minutes. I thought I would stop in.
Yeah. Doing some unscripted show and tells here. I can hear.
What a disaster! Oh, you're hearing like an echo or something?
Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
Yep. You're kind of loud. You're ooh. Jeez.
Or worse. Better? Worse?
I think you're better. We need to get a sound check from the audience.
Okay. You let them tell me.
At the same audio level.
We got to get this right. I said game face. Got to get this right.
Get your game face. We can't tell because you're blurry.
Me? I'm blurry?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're all kinds of pixelated. Now you're frozen.
Camera. Face. It's got to be the freaking Wi-Fi. That's the only thing. It has to be the Wi-Fi because I am crystal clear here. All right.
Yeah.
It's got to be. So it's not binding.
I'm looking. It's like you're inside of a cellophane bag.
All right, I can't win. Jeremy, do you want to bring RC Girl on? We're not going to let her wait any longer. You bring her on. I'm going to come in a different way. I'm going to literally hardwire this thing and come in that way. So just get started with her, and I'll be there in a second.
All right.
I'm going to another computer. I'll be right back.
Bye, Mike. Are you ready, Haley? Give me a thumbs up. There you are.
How's it going? Thanks for having me.
It's going. I apologize on behalf of all of the internet for our delays and Mike's East Coast internet.
I understand. I 100% get it. I actually had to ship back my editing computer, my PC, my workhorse this past week, and it's been the same audio-visual technical difficulties, not processing all the videos and stuff I'm trying to do. So totally understand.
Well, that's not good. It's always stressful sending a computer off.
Yeah, during the holidays too, during crazy, UPS just checking packages on doorsteps.
Yeah, they're just moving boxes. They're not even providing a delivery service at this point.
Gosh.
They're just transportation.
There's some weird driver thing going on when I bought it, and I've been hanging on it for a year. So before the warranty expires, I'm sending it back.
Good idea.
Very few days left in the warranty. Anyhow, yeah, nice. Thanks for having me. Good to see you guys.
Yes, good to see you. This is the first time we've been on together, but you've been on the show before. And if you don't mind, the people that may not have heard of you, if they've been underneath of a rock for the last 10 years, can you go ahead and kind of introduce yourself?
Yeah, for sure. So RC Girl, my name's Haley. I started a long time ago in the radio control hobby as a hobbyist. Had a B3 buggy, team associated back in the day. and really enjoyed building RC kits and put my stuff away for, maybe 15, 20 years. And then I think like 10 or 12 years ago, started back in RC. A lot has changed. LiPo batteries came around, brushless electronics. You didn't have to charge a battery for like 8 hours between runs. And so, yeah, I just started documenting my journey back into the hobby on YouTube. And I've had my channel for like 10 or 11 years now, and did it part-time for a long, long time as a side gig, and started my own business and sell some products now, and have been doing it, I would say like 80% time. I have a couple other side gigs unrelated to RC, but it's allowed me to be an independent contractor and have fun with really cool products like pretty much every day. So, yeah.
Awesome. So very much alike here. So
we have a very similar, like what we do is very similar journey.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. I'm kind of like maybe 8 years behind you. So my YouTube channel,
No worries.
Waiting for my LLC to come through and selling my own products now. Printers have taken over my life and my space, just
Understand.
like you.
Running 24/7. If you're not printing something, you're wasting time.
That's exactly right. And there's no such thing as a waste of filament. It's an experience.
Yeah, an experiment too.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's cool. It's neat that the RC industry and through YouTube and social media that you can create your own brand, your own business, and print products, license them through things like Night Customs, and make a successful business out of it. So it's cool. It's good to see.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier. Youmagine having a platform for people to go to for 3D printing specifically for RC has done a lot in the last 6 months.
Very cool. Yeah, you were just telling me about that. I'm super new to it, so thanks for sharing.
Yeah, so like Project IJ really kicked them off. Up here, I have the skid steer loaders. So there's no fun in having one. You always have to have two. So I printed a second one, of course. But things like that, those projects that you can build in RC are really taking over. I know Matt Katzman, he built this huge, Unimog thing that's just insane, but it's all 3D printed except for screws and stuff like that. But it's, that side of the industry is really starting to kick off. And it's,
for sure,
I think it might be, you tell me, are 3D prints and these trucks, do they look like they can compete with what Horizon or other Vanquish manufacturers are putting out?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think it just opens up the creative license for any build. You can turn something into kind of whatever you want, a lot of chassis. And I mean, I even had an idea, like, why aren't companies coming out with, they'll have a chassis or a product, but then also release STL files as part of that. So maybe you didn't add all the details, but you allow access for people to print stuff from home, because a lot of people in the RC hobby also 3D print, especially scaling. So I think it's pretty popular, and the printers have gotten cheaper and so good that, like, some of the prints, like you're saying, are pretty on par with if you're doing molded parts. So yeah, I think it allows for a lot more creativity and fun, for sure.
Yeah. And the printers, their quality, I know my experiences with Bamboo Labs, I had a Creality that sat and collected dust on a bad heat bed since new, and I gave it away, and I started with an X1C. Like I started at the top of the line there. It's funny now because that was 2 years ago, and now it has its sister, the H2D, and its other brother, the H2S, in the same room, and they're wildly different, but they just print so daggone well. It's
for sure
it's insane the amount of detail that you get. I was showing these a little bit earlier, but like the interior for this 30-second scale is, I mean, that kind of detail and it's super crisp, and that's at a 20 layer height. It boggles my mind sometimes how they do what they do.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, and printers have come a long way, definitely.
Okay. I got one finishing up now. It'll start screaming at me. I got them on this side of the room. I got them on that side of the room, and they're just all over the place. But
yeah, I think I have a new one from Anycubic, kind of product reviewing, featuring. I think it's the P1S competitor, where it's like mid-tier, but they're cheaper price. It has a filament dryer now too, and multi-filament exchanging on its own, auto filament. So yeah, I think it's, well, so far so good, but I feel like Bamboo, I just trust my prints. I know like the settings back of my hand, and you don't have to do a lot of tinkering.
Yeah. And they're constantly evolving within themselves. So keeping the printers up to date, where they're not just marketing them out, within a year. And they have good brand support, and their filaments are fantastic too.
Yeah, they're my go-tos for sure. Prototypes, maybe not, because they're a little more expensive, but the radio frequency chip in them, where they just put it in there, it'll auto register, and you don't have to change anything. All the print settings are dialed already. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
And as a commercial guy, like color, just consistency of color is, I can be 99% confident changing from one spool to another mid-print and it not be noticed.
For sure. Yeah, there's highly pigmented colors.
Yeah, there's other brands that are really bad at it. I don't think they're just like, yep, that's a blue. Thank you. Have a nice day. And they just keep going. And it's like, that's yellow.
Oh, that's funny. They say that with like painting too, like painting your house. I just moved, so I've been doing a lot of painting, and they're like, don't mix batches, get all your paint at the same time.
Yeah.
Because they're just like little fine-tuned coloration differences and stuff.
Yeah, when we moved out here, I had to do the same thing with the paint. I got 2-gallon buckets of paint from the store, and I had to go buy another 2 buckets to be able to cross mix all of that paint, so I could get a consistent color throughout. Because out here, it's all about shadows. It's the sunlight is so harsh that any shadow just makes a room look like 3 different colors, and it's just gray.
That's funny.
JerseyScaler said, so true. My house is 3 different shades of tan.
Yeah, 3 shades of tan.
It's so funny.
Yep. RC,
are you making stickers for the SCX30? I just started making like the mountain tree line ones that I scaled down from the SCX24. But the topography ones, the vinyl is so tiny that I don't know if I can scale that one down any further, but I'll try.
That's going to be tough.
Yeah. Saw them on my Etsy and Shopify. They've been popular so far. I barely posted it on Etsy and like didn't even announce it, and someone had already bought it, which is cool. I think they're popular.
That's awesome.
Where is RC Girl located? I live in a super small town, moved from Santa Cruz, and was house hunting for like a year and a half. And I was looking all the way from Oregon, Washington coast, and I landed in a population, I think 9,000, 8,000. It's pretty small. But there's a hobby shop called RC Nuts, which I've toured on my channel a couple years ago. So it's enough. There's a big RC representation here, which is cool. There's a flying club, AMA flying club, and a lot of bashers, sand dunes, like sand cars, because there's a lot of off-roading in the dunes. And I'm close to the beach and have somewhat affordable compared to California house. Wanted a space where I can work from home and have a little studio and a garage. What a luxury. I haven't had a garage ever in my life other than like growing up with my family. So yeah, it's been fun building it out. I got a scale mountain back there that a company sent me, mountain blocks recently for microcrawlers. Been learning to build stuff like my bin organizer. It's hard to see because my lighting's not great, but all my RC bins, I built a rack for them. I'm putting up my RC Pro racks back there to hang all my cars, so they're coming out of storage finally. So yeah, it's been fun.
I did pipe rack. I went the cheap way, the most complex,
it's a good way too.
Cheap way.
Yeah, or dowels. You can definitely create your own storage racks for sure. For RC planes, I had like PVC pipe, elbows and stuff. So
yeah, you do. Are you still doing a lot with planes? I know you.
Not as much because I separated from a long-term relationship. Partner was largely into RC planes and helped with filming. And to fly a plane, focus, narrate, talk about a product, also film the airplane up in the sky, also film, it's the complexity of doing a shoot for RC planes is too tough to do by myself. I still fly. I still have like some of the UMX Horizon Hobby microplanes. I want to get the Scrappy. I have the UMX Draco. I still have a couple. Yeah, I still have a couple of the smaller ones. I still fly, but I don't have a ton on my channel right now with RC planes.
I personally don't fly. I crash really well. Gravity.
You get one shot. I know. It's like
gravity works every time. Every time.
Yeah, it requires a lot of focus. It's more like fine-tune movements. A lot more stressful, I think. Not a little more, a lot more. More risk involved. But it's fun. I like the intersection with the aviation community. I actually live next to an airport, and so the flying club, they actually fly at the unmanned, so there's no tower, but they have to use that space. They have to tune into the radio frequency, knowing if any of the smaller planes are landing at the airport and stuff. So I think a lot of the older guys like being a part of the aviation community, and so
yeah, the club I was formerly with at Hartford Rocks, there's a big aviation club. That was kind of the primary purpose of that entire park. But it was an aged group. It was older gentlemen for sure that they fly. It's very relaxing. I have no doubts there. I'm just terrible at it.
It's relaxing when you're skilled at it. When you're learning, it's a little.
Yes, it's very stressful when you're learning.
Intimidating.
I've been to Horizon's event out in Champaign, and they're like, here's an airplane, and it's like I get it up, I fly it, I'm all good, and I'm like, now what? And they're like, well, you got to land it, and I just hand them the controller because I know it'll land.
Yeah, I mean, some of the technology now, it'll land itself. A lot of the GPS, even helis. When I was at the National Retail Hobby Store Association Expo, the NERSA Expo in Vegas, we went out to the flying field. I think it's LVRC runs it, but it was amazing. Like probably as good as some of the Horizon fields, where you have the bays and then a paved runway and grass and like pit tables and shade and bleachers. And so if I had access to something like that, I'd probably do more flying. But they had helis there that they tested that basically they had a demo where they had Heisenberg RC. He's never flown before, and he was able to fly because it basically has GPS and it'll land, take off itself, land itself. Like, it's pretty cool.
Is that actually flying though?
It takes away some of the skill. So I would say like the veterans into flying would be like, are you really flying?
Yeah.
But I think it opens up interest in, people thinking that they can't do something and giving it a try, and then maybe wanting to learn without all the GPS technology. But who knows?
Like Matt said, younger generations are they're the wild people with the crazy helicopter.
Crazy
stunt stuff. Like my vision can't keep up with it all.
It's so wild. This is so nice without Mike. Mike, we miss him.
Sorry, Mike. He'll watch it. He'll enjoy it tomorrow. Yeah, it's one of those things. But he'll work it out. He'll work it out.
Yeah, was it yesterday I was texting him a couple days ago, and his heater went out during a storm, and he was up at like 1 a.m. He's like, I'm still up because we're at a 3-hour time difference. I'm in Oregon. He's on the East Coast, and he's like, I'm still up. I'm troubleshooting my heater. My family's upset that they can't get any heating and we're freezing. I'm like, no, good luck. He's having technical difficulties on too many levels.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there. I've been, middle of the night. Why is it so cold? It's like,
Yeah.
no.
I'm figuring that out myself, living in damp Oregon in a house that was like bank owned. It's getting there, but just, learning to survive in a different climate. I mean, you move to the desert, so it's just like adjusting to acclimating to a new climate.
Yeah, wake up in the morning,
it's
sweatpants and a sweatshirt, and it's 50 degrees. By 8 o'clock, it's 70, and I'm in t-shirt and shorts. So it's like this time of year is it's kind of like what the East Coast fall and spring would be, but it's all in the same day. So it's a little weird. And then in the summer, you just cook. You just got to stay in the shade or stay inside. So.
Yep, I remember that. We were talking earlier before the show, but I have my aunt and uncle and cousins grew up in the same town, Bullhead City, and during the daytime, 110, 112, just so hot.
Yeah, you just go to the river. I have a swimming pool, so it's cool. But you can go to the river and get really cool because that water is cold all the
Colorado.
time. Yep, always cold water.
I was Mike's neighbor. Now I'm in New Mexico. Tell Mike to move.
I
feel like no place is immune to like climate challenges right now. There's just like flooding or heat or storms, tornadoes, earthquake, like volcanoes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Thankfully, since June, we haven't. The worst thing that we had was wind. We had some pretty strong winds. But all gone within a day.
Windstorms.
No real damage. When it rains, it's kind of like a celebration because it's, it evaporates as soon as it hits the ground pretty much. But then we had like 3 days of rain, which is unheard of. And it actually made things muddy. And it was different. And people were like, this never happens here. I'm like, that's because I moved here.
So one of the comments, Tool Time 808, my daughter is 14. She loves her helicopters and crawlers. Grandson's 5. He has a sport cub and square body crawlers. Granddaughter is strictly monster trucks and bashing. That's cool. The whole family getting involved. So there's so many options in like radio control hobby to get involved with. So something for everybody for sure. RC girl, I know you had the most Traxxas Go Fast in her hands. I got the UDR. Ooh, exciting. Feedback or tips for upgrades. I actually don't have an UDR. Never got the UDR. Looks sick though.
Yeah, he sent me a picture of it earlier, and I was like, "That's like the UDR, the new ones. They are fantastic looking vehicles. I've never owned a UDR, but they just look so cool."
I mean, they have all the aluminum upgrades. I would just say run it until something breaks and.
And he'll break it. Yeah.
Upgrade over time.
Yeah, he's in Maryland, so he's going to be mud bashing that thing.
Sending it. Oh yeah, okay.
Cold
invest in some good cleaning supplies from Cow RC. Use RC Girl code for 10% off anything on cowrc.com.
There you go.
Shameless plug. Oh my gosh. No, actually, I do really like the Cow RC stuff, tailored specifically for the RC industry and. Yeah, from even like pit lights and stuff. I like use their pit light to.
I tend to rep them myself.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Good company.
I make the little inserts.
Sweet. Yeah. Cow RC.
Love them.
The blower too. It's been a fun product where it's the USB rechargeable little gun and. So I'm just probably super, super loud, but blow out your chassis after you run it. Yep. Don't think it'll get rid of mud, so you might have to use a little water.
It will not get rid of mud. What is your? So I have the
attachments.
Nice. The USA.
Oh yeah. The graphics. Mine are the dragon ones. Yeah.
You got the dragons.
Pretty sweet.
Very cool.
Yeah, I don't know if it's showing up, but. Mini blaster.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we run the same circles with this stuff.
Crazy. I know. It's the RC industry, small world.
Yeah,
kind of everyone knows everybody. I was on a podcast on Wednesday, that Scale RC show. So we're talking scalers and also, yeah, relationships with companies where you're doing a product review like I do, where you don't want to alienate. How do you be honest as a product showcase or reviewer, but also not alienate the companies that you're reviewing products for? It's sort of a fine balance where if you say terrible things about a company, they're never going to send you something. But if you're so honest and everything's great, then people aren't going to trust your product reviews. So,
right. It definitely has to be approached with honesty, and it has to have a good use case. Like, it has to be practical for someone. It might not be you, it might not be them, but someone out there is their niche, and you
for sure, yeah,
balance that.
And how do you, like moderate comment forums where people want to be super negative about something? That's a tough one too. Some interesting combos about that, but
Yep.
In it for life. I know. I hear about people saying, "Oh, I sold all my RCs. Yeah, I'm selling them all." It's like, why would you do that? Keep a couple of them at least.
You'll be back.
Yeah, just sell the whole lot. It's just, oh, I'm done. I'm done. I don't know. I think it's good to have hobbies in your life, things that you can fall back on, tinker with, focus on when things are tough. I don't know. For me, when I'm having a hard time, building an RC kit where you're like solely focused on doing this one thing, I gotta, there's stepwise instructions to follow, and then you create something at the end of it from a box of parts. Like, to me, it's a good mental health tool, having hobbies Absolutely. That you can sink your time Absolutely. Into and have fun with, and build a community around, have a community around.
Yeah, probably my enjoyed moments in RC are building it and then enjoying it with other people. I do use my RCs. I do go out and I use them, but I like to do it in a community. I like to do it with people more than just by myself. I just like to see people smile and enjoy what they've built. It's an accomplishment. I've been doing it since I was 12 years old in the RC hobby, and I carried it through my entire 32 years of military career. I always had RC in there. I needed that backbone for mental health purposes. Like, I needed a place I could go that I understood, that spoke to me at that level. And it crossed so many decades of my life as a constant that I don't know what I would do without it, honestly.
Yeah. And we were talking about Operation 11 Charlie, because we had some connection there. I think you're involved with them. And for veterans, getting out of being in service, but needing something, a community and some structure and people that have been through something similar that you've gone through, and a positive outlet. So I think it's great to see something like that molding with, Operation Charlie.
Yeah.
Helping veterans.
And especially this time of year, the holidays have their greatness, and the holidays also have their tragedies. There was some recent news within our friend circle back east. I won't get into it, but it was bad. It just, there's certain things that, you just have to take seriously. And your mental health is one of them. I know for our veterans, it's always a tough time of year, because we naturally separated this time of year. Like, we always went home. We went different ways for a short period of time, but the people that didn't have that to go to were left standing alone, literally. And it has an effect. So it's important to make sure you communicate with people, talk to people, make sure they're okay. I always tell people, hey, if you haven't talked to them in 10 days, just say hello. Just drop them a text. Say hello. You're thinking about them. And sometimes that's the difference. So I know a few weeks ago we had Desmond Mooney on here. Do you know Des? Do you know Des?
No, I don't. I don't know. Maybe I do, but refresh.
Desmond, a New Jersey guy, He has a tattoo parlor. He looks like a rough, tough guy, but he's a teddy bear at heart. But he does a men's like mental health group in his tattoo shop in the evenings throughout the month. And we were talking about that and how important it is to have a healthy hobby. You know, if it's not RC, or, you know, if your spouse or significant other likes RC and you're watching this because they're watching this. I know I forced my wife to watch a lot of RC shows, but it's, you know, having a healthy hobby is important, and that's just a good message to get out there. But.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And it doesn't have to be RC, but it is one of the better hobbies.
It is. It honestly is.
I think a lot of us, we like tinkering, we like creating things, doing stuff with our hands. So I'm trying to like find like a common thread, like why do we like this? Why do we like scalers? And yeah, I think we just all like kind of creating stuff and working with our hands and focus, like different tools. I mean, RC is one of the best tools to open doors to new friendships and bring complete strangers together as a family. I agree. And I think a really great hobby shop, or even a good hobby shop, can be a place where you can walk in. I don't know, I say this in my hobby shop tour series, you can walk in a stranger and walk out with a bunch of new friends and probably a bunch of new parts for one of your builds or whatever. So yeah, it's sad to see more and more hobby shops closing up shop. So yeah, support our local hobby shops because they are so important for like finding those places for us.
Yeah, because growing up, I had a hobby shop in my town. All my best friends were made there. Unfortunately, we lost Jerry Roscoff was the owner of J&D Hobbies back in Storstown, Pennsylvania. And we lost him, a year and a half, almost 2 years ago now. And he taught me how to solder. He taught me how gear mesh worked. He taught me Tamiya. He taught me all of those fundamentals of a hobby right there in his store. And it was like the equivalent of Cheers. Like you walk in and it's like, Norm. Like you would walk in and be like, Jeremy. And it, all my friends were there. Cool. It was a center of gravity for a very, important part of my childhood. And it grew into adult friendships and lifelong friendships. And it just, the hobby shop, the spirit of the hobby shop is so unique. And when they're good, they're really good. And that's the ones you got to look for. And those are the ones you take care of. I still order from hobby shops back east just because I miss them. So it's like, hey, I'll just do an online order, White Rose Hobbies in York, PA. Like
I know White Rose Hobbies. That's cool.
So it's, those are just, you gotta embrace your local hobby shop.
Yeah, it's been one of the most popular series on my channel and the most fun ones to film. You're just like filming a hangout, basically interviewing people, talking about their passions, things that their shop specializes in. People bring in custom builds, and so it's been fun seeing how different shops operate too, and big and small. Doesn't have to be like Traxxas headquarters to be a place where you can go and hang out and have some fun.
Yeah, and a lot of them now are doing a lot of racing. Like we lost our local hobby shop here in Bullhead, unfortunately. There's another one in Kingman, thankfully. It's a little further away, but like Rotary Park in Bullhead has racetracks. We have dirt tracks. We have off-road dirt on, we have concrete oval. So there's like a lot of racing opportunity given by the city at a local park, but now there's no hobby shop. So it's, that's a tough dynamic. So everything's ordered in. I'm hoping that a hobby shop comes up. I'm not the guy to do it, so don't ask, but it's hopefully one will come close by.
Yeah. Fingers crossed for sure. Or you can start one yourself, because a lot of the stores, like even A-Main Hobbies, as massive as they are now, started in a garage, like literally in a garage selling racing parts. And now they're like one of the main distributors in the US. So Could be. Yeah. And Mark Santa Maria, I met him at the Hobby Expo in Vegas. He started his own hobby shop too, and like leases a warehouse. And so.
And that was a big step for him. I mean, that had to be huge, and very uncomfortable for him to make that leap.
And he supports his whole family on that. So his wife, super cool, Melissa, she does a lot of their packing and shipping and orders for the online store. And so he supports his family off of the RC content creation and starting his own hobby shop. And it's pretty cool. I learned a lot from him about how to make your hobby and turn it into a business without, selling out.
Ruining the hobby.
Yeah.
You got to do it without ruining the hobby.
For sure. Yeah.
I think that's my fear. Like I wouldn't own a shop because I'm afraid that I would lose the joy.
Yeah, it can maybe be a little too businessy, but starting a crawling club or, that's what I'm kind of wanting to do that in my town. Cause there's a lot of people that RC, but there's not like an organizing, there's the AMA flying club, but there's not like an RC car or whatever crawler group or anything. So there's space to maybe not open a store, but organize the community a little bit.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. And I'm kind of used to that from 11 Charlie. Like we had our monthly outings and schedules and things like that, but it's decent here. There's a lot of good people here that want to go crawling. A lot of the scale stuff. Like I have an entire row of Leaf trucks and super scale boom racing stuff. And I mean, all the way up to the motorcycle. I got it all.
That's cool. Yeah, I still don't have a Losi Pro Moto. I still need to get one of those.
You didn't get one while they were on sale?
I did not. I know.
I missed out. I had a bunch of stuff in my cart from their clearance section. And the rear rim, the black and gold rim, sold out, I guess, early. And it crushed the whole theme that I was going for. So I was like, delete. Just got rid of the whole cart. Just because I couldn't get one hub.
Oh, that's funny.
Gold and black hub. But yeah, that's
cool.
The community's great. For
sure.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to in 2026 going forward? Like
2026.
What do you want to dive into?
I definitely want to do, I'm still getting settled in my house and like trying to, make friends and build a life in a new community. So that's taken up some time, but one of the first things, so Jeremy J. Kendall from SOR Graphics, SOR Racing, he's based up in Washington. He has a really close connection. He runs that Scale RC show, but he has a good connection with Team Associated. So they sent out the DC-10 drift car behind me. I'll have to go grab the box. And I'm learning to drift. And there's a ton of like Knight custom scale parts. He makes like a drift cage and the seats. And My Trick RC makes like a afterburner light kit. So I'm going to scale out a drift car. And we're going to go to a drift track in Portland, meet up there and film a hobby shop tour and sort of showcase my learning to start RC drifting. I've driven a car around a drift track, like A-Main Hobbies and stuff, but they're really nice indoor course, but I haven't like had it carry a drift where it's like, like an actual drift. So it's kind of
smooth drift. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. So that's on my to-dos, and my channel focuses on like encouraging people to try new things in the hobby and not be worried about being new at something. Like, I'm new, learning about it. There's a lot of people on, their RC channels. They're so experienced, and it can be intimidating as a new person wanting to try something. So hopefully, showcasing my journey as a beginner will help encourage other people to pick up whatever hobby that they're wanting to try.
Awesome. I know.
Yeah. So
I've tried the drift thing too. I ended up making a drift mop. If you follow Tom Lee,
yeah, I do.
On YouTube. He had the little drift mop, right? That he kind of cobbled together. I did the same thing with a Kyosho Mini Z and designed a 3D mop to go on top of that. That's as close as I'm going to get is cleaning the drift track with a mop.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my car. I'll show you guys. Do a show and tell. So many RCs to show you guys. Whoops, breaking some lights. Sorry about that.
Highlight her, Mike.
Yeah, I guess the DC-10 is like based off the Youmagine truck. This one comes with like a battery. It's ready to run. I think they do also make it as a kit, but 2-wheel drive. It comes with all the electronics, even a charger. Unlicensed body, I think. So it was people were like, "Oh, unlicensed."
That makes it cheaper.
It's clearly, like a Youmagine truck, but yeah, should be fun. Should be fun. I am gonna deck it out, put a new body on it maybe, and do all this a bunch of 3D prints and stuff. So yeah, that's that one. And then I just started working again with FMS. They make a bunch of like really cool 1/10 scalers. This is my first 1/10 scale version. I have the Michigan, which I guess technically isn't 1/10, but I got one of the camel trophies. They make 3 of them. So they make the Range Rover, the Land Rover Discovery, and the Defender. I was like, oh, I don't have a Range Rover yet. So super scale. The guy looks a little bit weird, like the Toy Story guy. So we're gonna have to change out the head. Oh, welcome back. We're just
Mike is back. He's
doing a show and tell.
No. I'm gonna lay low back here in case it collapses again.
You sound good.
Well, it's working right now, and I apologize. But that
Mike,
Range Rover's hot. That
so
was
cool.
my first choice.
You
very cool.
Don't
Yeah,
you have one of those, Mike?
What?
Do you have the Toyota?
But not from that Camel series that she's dealing with. I do
Right,
have
right.
I have the LC80. Yeah, and it's a great truck.
Show and tell.
Show and tell.
It's
Mike.
kind of hard to hold it up here in the light. Yeah, but what a great rig.
Cool. Is that 1/10 as well?
Yes.
Mhm.
Sweet. Yeah, they make. I mean, budget friendly. I like they're kind of killer with their pricing on these. Ready to run.
Yeah.
We might actually even say 1/8. It's a big 110.
It is.
Their scales are a little wonky. I would definitely say that their scales are a little wonky, but I'm impressed with, for a Lexan body on the Camel Trophy Edition trucks.
It's actually interesting that we landed on the Camel series because, Jeremy, did you see the Recon? Recon G6 just posted something today or yesterday, maybe for their Camel series that they're going to be doing overland. Pretty much tailor-made for this FMS.
Yeah.
Cool.
Any RTR out of the box, you could go enter this.
And you have nets up in New England with
RCEC. Yeah.
And they do a Camel series. So it's always buddy team. So you got to have 2 trucks on one team and you help each other through the course.
Interesting. A scale version of the Camel Trophy competition.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Very much the same. Down to like, hey, you have to bring a 12-inch piece of string with you and 2 staples. And you're like, what? And then you understand through the storyline why you need those items.
It reveals itself in a buddy
Fascinating.
system. I like that.
Yeah, Trevor is a wicked guy with a crazy brain for creating a scale moment. It's a life experience, the same way Brian Parker is. It's a life experience when you're experiencing it.
Nice.
They're really good about it.
Funny. Yeah, I would love to go to like a Camel Trophy meetup too, even if it's just like a bunch of Camel Trophies driving
in
together.
a row. I mean, some of the greatest content that we've seen is some. I don't know where in the world these guys are doing this, what country it's coming from, but when they get 15 of them in a row, and it really looks like a lot of fun.
It's mostly Asia.
Is it really?
There's a lot of content on the Boomracing page. Jason Sang, he covers a lot of that stuff, and it's a Asian scale invasion and a bunch of other meets. where that is the focus. Like they're junkies when it comes to these camel trucks. Like they're
cool.
over the top, and there will be 50 of them, and they'll do scale adventures, driving scale as I call it, where it's nice, slow, methodical movements. They're very realistic.
Follow each other. One person does a feature, waits for the other people.
Yep. Very much what we were doing with like USTE was trying to teach people to drive scale, and carrying that on. Oh,
sorry. Go ahead. Don't interrupt.
Like we do the Illuminati thing. Yeah, there's the Dromedar. Like the Illuminati event is very much that way. It's very drive scale.
I was going to say, is UST still happening?
No.
Yeah, I thought they like discontinued, which I'm like, oh, that's a huge bummer. It was like one of the really cool scalar events that I had on my calendar to go to at some point.
Yeah, there's a invite only event that happens annually now. That kind of replaced it. It kind of toned it down a good bit, but that's, people love it or hate it. It's the Illuminati of scale. It is what it is. It's just a bunch of geeks in the woods with tiny trucks.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, no crowd, private property. It's. I went last year. It was way cool, way cool.
Very cool.
And honored to be invited. It was
sweet.
So I missed a lot in the beginning. I'm sure you covered a lot. Yeah, I'll have to watch it all over again and see. I'll have to experience it for the first time. But I mean, you relocated, Haley, so you're in a new part, new home, and a new area with new content. It has kind of sparked a new you. At the end of 25, there's been a research, like you surged here towards the end of the year, and it's exciting to see. So obviously, you must be lined up for some exciting things in 26. Are you planning on heading to any events or anything?
Yeah, we talked a little bit about doing some drift stuff. So I'm getting into drift.
No
and
way.
I'm doing a hobby shop tour in January in Portland, and got a team associated drift car, DC10, that I'm scaling out.
Nice.
I'm drift curious, is what I've been saying. Like,
same.
I don't know a whole ton about drift, but I like the scale part of it, and I like motorsport. So it seems like a good mix. And they've done some really cool stuff with the scale trail. So,
do you have a drift course anywhere near you, or
not super close? And not trails, I mean tracks. Not super close, but Portland's like 3 hours away. I mean, where I live now, I'm pretty remote on the coast of Oregon. So I'm like kind of like, if you go up the coast of Oregon, like a little bit in the middle. And so I'm an hour kind of from any big town, but Portland's not too far. I mean, I consider it like a really scenic, beautiful drive. And so yeah, I'll meet there, a couple hobby shops there. So that would be my closest place. But I do have a hobby shop locally, RC Nuts. They went through some transition, so they don't have a huge online presence anymore. Because I was like, we should do something. I'm here. Like, let's, can we leverage, our partnership to, but they don't have social media, or they don't sell online, which is a huge missed opportunity for them. So maybe there's opportunities to partner locally, but no drift course. They don't have a racing track. There are a couple, there was a big Superior RC, which is about an hour and 20 minutes away, and they had a huge warehouse, off-road, on-road carpet. And I guess they had some I don't know the whole story, but there was some drama. They had to close down their racing program because they internally could not agree on how to run it. So in your
new house, in the new digs that you're at, do you have a garage or a concrete floor?
Yeah, we're hanging out in my garage. Yeah, I'm in the garage right now. Started the hobby room, trying to like maintain the RC, not mess. I'm trying to organize it, but like, not have the whole house just be RC, but it hasn't turned out that way. So I have my office where I film some stuff, more of like the unboxings. And then here I just got Scale Mountain, which was like a 1/12, 1/18 to 1/24 scale crawler course to test them out. Starting to hang my RC racks behind me and just be able to have all my cars accessible transmitter ready, batteries ready. Just it's been in boxes for a couple of years. So I was thinking this pavement in the garage would be great for like a drift track or some kind of smooth something or other. So I'm the DIY looking up how to epoxy garage floors and stuff. So that summer project next year, drift course.
Do it. That's what I was getting to. Was going to push you to the DIY and just make one at home. You don't need a whole lot of room. Honestly, 10 by 10, it might be a little. You don't need a ton of space. They just kind of.
Yeah, 2-car garage. We called it dirty or drift and dirty. Was just a garage floor. Like you just blow it off with a blower and just drift on it. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means.
Well, she's right though. Some of these guys like meticulous with these epoxy floors. It's
I got it. Yeah,
out of control. But I
think
think
heard that like the actual drift courses are made from tiles from Japan. So I'm like, damn, that's like next level. Might just
that was Key City for sure. Was definitely doing that.
That's cool. Crazy over the top. That's
yeah. But I think you nailed it. You nailed it, Haley. As far as the like scale side of it goes, you see some of the craziest, coolest builds. They make these guys get into it
for sure, and some of the lighting, interiors. Yeah. Printing out some bucket seats right now from Night Customs, scaling them down.
and you use My Trick RC. He does a light kit with the muffler that has the
so cool. I think I have a lot of the lights, but I don't have like the afterburner controller that he makes. So I got to do another one, but I've got a couple weeks. So but I'll post the date that I'm doing the January shop tour. I mean, technically it's open to the public. We're just going to kind of show up on a day where there's some drift presence at the hobby shop. But I'll post the date if anyone is in the area, Portland area.
Have you seen this? I'll circle this back to drift. But have you seen the silly little cart? It's like a Massey Ferguson mower that has a cart behind it, and it smokes. Have you seen that?
Interesting.
No,
I have not. You'll have to post a link or something. I don't even know what you're talking about.
So it's this crazy little. It's like $60, but it's RC.
Okay.
And it's like a walk behind mower. If you're familiar with the walk behind mower, where you have the two handles, like a Gravely tractor from yesteryear, but it has it's 4-wheel drive. It has like a little cart on the back. Tom Lee had one on his channel.
Okay, I'll have to check it out.
And I think Josh Steed has one, but that stupid little cart. It has the you put the water in it and it vaporizes it and it makes it look like smoke when you throttle it up.
Yeah, I've seen
Guys
that.
are buying that cart, taking that piece out of it, and putting it into their drift cars for the exhaust because it has a throttle match for the exhaust to go out. So it looks like smoke out of the tailpipe.
Is that where Matt Kett got this from? Is that how he pulled that off?
His was an earlier adaptation of a Mister kit, which was from a child.
Or like a tank.
So creative.
Is it similar to the tanks? Because my tank will blow off.
Well, some of the tanks, the older tanks, they used oils, which is messy. The newer ones use just vapor, like you would get from a vape
Okay.
pen.
Yep.
So it's just a water vapor, so it's very clean. But Reef has one as well. Yep.
Sweet.
Well,
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do something because Google's laughing at me right now. Like, what are you trying to say?
What are you trying to look up? Yeah, you'll have to send a link. That's cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to do another show and tell too when you guys have a second.
Go ahead.
A rally car. So another RC Motorsports hybrid crossover. This came out yesterday. 1/16 scale. It's like 225. Brushless hobby wing electronics, super fast. That's another thing that I've been whipping around my garage. Perfect size for like garage. And maybe you want a little bit more space if you're like hauling, but it's 2S capable and like a lot of punch. So it's been
what brand?
From Sun Racing. Sun Racing, Ford Rally 1, so World Rally Championships, a European, I think, largely racing, but these guys are gnarly. They basically take like stock vehicles, soup them up a little bit. I think, is this the electric one? I'm not sure. But they do a rally, like an electric one where they have to use battery power between the stages. And so I learned a little bit about, because they make a 1/6 scale. Sun Racing makes a bigger version of this, but this is the 2025 body. They've been coming out with like new liveries. Wow. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's a neat little car.
Yeah. Mike does rally stuff too, but he put a sound system in it. And if there's anything, if there's any way to chase me off of a great trail, it's having a sound system in a crawler.
Which do you use, the ESS, like the One Plus system? Or
No. I have that, but I'm using that noise box from Traxxas, their onboard audio that came with the slashes.
Oh, interesting.
It's
never even heard of that either. I live under a rock.
Annoying.
So that system was from probably 15 years ago when the Slash first came out. It was basically, it vibrated against the body.
The body. Yes, that's all it does. Is it rumbles?
It just vibrates against the body, but it sounds like an engine.
Well, and it does have neutral, so that was the cool thing. With the third channel, you throw the third channel on, you could sit there and rev it. That was the
horrible.
Oh man, yeah, I'm actually surprised, and maybe there are other companies out there, but I'm surprised there aren't better or more use of RC sound systems. I know they make the Bluetooth speakers where you can put on anything, but the ones that are linked to your throttle control, there hasn't been a lot, it seems like. Maybe you guys know.
Well, no, I think you got it with the ESS.
There's a lot in the 14th scale construction equipment.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think on trains too. Model trains
as well. Yeah. They do a good job with them.
Muse just released one for the 24 scale. They did a sound box for the micros now.
Oh, that's cool.
Another reason that not having more
Jeremy's.
Are you anti-micro?
No.
Or you have too many of them? Or?
No, it's kind of like a problem. So like you buy one and then it has to have a friend. Well, then their friends have friends, and then you end up somehow with 40 24 scale trucks.
And the budgets are smaller too, so you're like, just
it's easier.
Yeah. I mean, it's $100. Why, but you should have
the
two.
SCX30. Yeah.
Somebody might want to come with you. Like, where are we going? I play with this on my desk.
Anywhere, literally anything can become a feature with the little guys now.
Yeah, they multiply. They just multiply.
Haley's got that great spot to drive with that mountain behind her.
Blue Mountain, it's fun. Yeah, I want to expand it too because some of the features just end at like a cliff, and so I want to interconnect it somehow.
You look like you already got a decent setup there. That looks like it would cost a pretty penny.
I want to put wheels on it because it's attached to the wall right now like a stud. Okay. But if I could put wheels on it, you can move it into the middle of the garage and people can, access
all
it
the way around it.
Stand around. That's a smart idea.
Never done. Work's never done.
Yeah.
Well,
I saw that RC Driver just did the mountain blocks.
Sweet.
He put it on a table on an island. Like it takes up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Is he using a starter kit or is it more than a starter kit?
I think his is a pretty big kit.
It might be more than a starter kit then.
Yeah, he probably went way overboard.
Okay.
Yeah, they have the base camp kit is like a single kit. This is 2 base camp kits, so I think it's around $700 something bucks. And then they have the bigger ones if you're a hobby shop or if you do events and stuff. So you can they're modular. And he's a new company, so he's just starting to get a lot of interest, I think, in his products. So he's, learning how to expand.
his long-term vision was cool also. Being able to put the magnetic gates in, and then envisioning doing magnetic trees and shrubs, and trying to really kind of give
scenery.
it a scale scenery. I mean, long term, he has some plans to really let people, airbrush some detail. It's kind of cool.
It's pretty neat. Yeah, and he wants to do like wooden suspension bridges and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
if anybody in New Jersey has one of those, it's already got graffiti on the rocks. I'm just saying. Because that's
out a little bit.
That's Scale New Jersey. It's got to
spray bomb everything.
Yeah, it's got to have. It's got to be graffiti art.
Well, Jeremy's been printing the crap out of rocks. That's how you've been able to play with your SCX. What is this thing called, a 32 or whatever it is?
30.
The new Axial. We have to print the crap out of RC rocks. Yes. Yep. Haley, do you have a 3D printer right now? I guess I lost touch.
We've been down that road, but yeah.
You have.
Yeah, we did.
What is the
printing
answer?
combo? I do have.
Bamboo.
I've tried a bunch of printers, and I have 2 of the bamboo ones, the A1 Mini, which is great, first 3D printer for anyone, and the P1S, which now they're like older models, but I mean, I always kind of griped about the screen on the P1S, which is like, it's the mid-tier level one. And they've upgraded in the new version. They've come out with a nice LED touchscreen or LCD. So they made a couple improvements. But yeah, Bamboo Labs, amazing printers. If you don't want to tinker or fuss with anything, I think they're great. Creality though, cheaper entry level stuff. Their model line is confusing. They have like K1, K1C. There's just like all. It's very hard to navigate the product line.
K2. Now they're into the K2. Yeah.
So it can be frustrating as a consumer to engage with Creality, but their entry level printers for like, I don't know, in the $200 range is like, it's a great price point. And then I just started working with Anycubic to review one of their Parallels Bamboo Lab competitor, but cheaper price point. So far so good. A little louder, but you have to, I think once you're ratcheting down the price, you're going to have to sacrifice some features. And so 3D printing, love it. Do it all the time. And I'm a licensed Night Customs printer, just like Jeremy. So I do a lot of printers running all the time.
Oh, perfect. Obviously, I don't want to retread over everything you talked about, but did Youmagine come up at all? Yep.
We talked about it.
Perfect. I'll let it go. I'll drop it.
My SCX 30, the little Bronco. I make some graphics for it. Someone was asking about the topography ones, but they're kind of hard to scale down. I will work on it, but
good for you. That's cool.
Cute little
it's a nice touch on these because these bodies. Number one, if you just get the body kit and you're going to paint it, it's expensive. Right? It's
interesting.
It's like buying another one, but you just
are they getting that much for the body? I didn't even take notice it was that bad.
Like
so many details on it.
So
many.
But
probably
to
a
take
big portion of the budget.
Yeah, to take it apart and paint it is a total pain. So adding, just graphics is super easy for customization.
Yeah, just a little mountain on the side. And I make them. They're one of my most popular products in my shop is the tree line or the topography graphics. And people always ask for them. I'm like, all right, you want a little one? Sure, we'll do it. I didn't realize though, when I was just unboxing this, how the body popped off. I knew it popped off, but I was like, oh, and I wrenched on it. And so I had like a little fold on mine where the plastic separated. Just a little too rough with it, but it's super capable too. Fun guys.
Does that body mount work just like the Jeep? Is the Bronco and Jeep very similar?
Yeah, they're about
to the way. Okay. Yeah. No wiring. Headlights are attached to the chassis.
Yeah.
I like
creative way to do that.
Yes, it was genius.
Yep.
ESC 2-in-1, brushless electronics.
Better
comes
take
with everything. Like under the Christmas tree, I think it'll be a really popular.
Oh yeah.
Hobby shops are blowing through these.
Yeah.
And I got spare batteries too. They were on sale last week.
I don't know what the ratio is, but I know there are like new RC people, like wives saying, "Oh, I bet my husband or son will like this." It's going to be an introduction, I think, to our hell for many. Come early next year, they'll want to graduate to something bigger. But I got $100.
I got the Proline Aztecs tires,
Oh,
and they look like monster truck tires on this thing.
I didn't know they made them for the 1/30th scale. I have the 1/10 versions, and they're pretty sick.
They're pre-mount. It looks like one of those Tundra.
I didn't realize they were that wider. Bigger.
They're big.
I got them. I just didn't mount them yet.
Compared to
they're still in the bags.
I mean, that's a big tire.
Wow, I didn't realize.
There's in them, right?
There's foam in them.
Yeah, because a lot of the micro crawlers, they're just tire with air.
Yeah, these definitely have a foam in them, but they
Proline did 2 sets. They did 2 different versions, correct? It looked like
there's Aztecs, there's some BFGs. They did a bunch of tires.
It was the BFGs that I got, but it looked like that wheel was meant for the Bronco and not for the Jeep. And I didn't want my spare. Well, you took your spare off. I didn't want my spare not to match.
I took all that junk.
Yeah, you did.
All this extra weight.
All the good stuff off.
Yeah.
All the scale details.
I don't want all that stuff off.
Performance over scaleness. Yeah.
It makes it roll over faster.
Just send it over here.
And I'm the scale guy. Like that's.
Oh,
that's pretty funny.
What a great, that's exciting. It's a great platform, especially for this time of year with the holiday and being cold. People will be playing with this thing at work and on the dining room table.
The wide axles.
Wider axles. Wait, it's not going to be a 30 anymore if you keep making it a 24.
I think I need to correct Haley on that P1S. She wanted to say that it was the older of them. Let's not say it's too old, because my first one is showing up Monday. This is my introduction to the bamboo world, so I don't want to say I'm starting off with something old.
It's not. No, you're not. They've just come up with an updated version, but they've clearance the older one. I'm like,
they did. That's why I got on board. $549 with the combo was like
sweet.
You just
you
can't say no to that.
You'll love it.
They've come down a lot, and bamboo definitely changed the landscape in the RC world without a doubt. Like they have had a massive impact on this hobby.
And you got to do the LED lighting upgrade so that you can print like a little riser for the glass top. And there's a USB plug on the inside of the printer, which I didn't know about. It's not listed in anything other than peek around there and you can see a little USB plug in, and then you can put color changing lights to have just better lighting, because that's one of their things. It's not super bright lighting and the screen's not amazing. So, but printing quality.
I'll add it to the list.
The same problem with the light. The light is terrible in the X1. After having the 2S and the HD, which are it's like a light cube. Like I have to turn them off at night.
So bright.
Like my hobby room is in a casita, so it's separate from the house. But I can see the reflection through the window if I leave the lights on in these printers. They're pretty bright.
Funny.
Yeah, the Aztecs go to wide axles. It looks like a Tundra truck. Like if you've been to the Arctic, like if you've ever watched those videos of the Arctic expeditions, that's what it looks like. I kind of dig it.
Sweet.
X1C is my nightlight.
Nightlight.
Should not be sleeping in the same room as your printer.
Mine are they're not in the same room, but you can hear them overnight, and it just like you just like you get used to the noise.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed that none of the prints fail overnight, but
yeah, totally. Like having them out here in the casita is nice because it's got its own HVAC system. It's separated from the house. I got my own air purifier, so I can like run all the ABS and ASA without trying to poison myself.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, I remember that because my family was from Bullhead City, and they had a casita as well, like a separate little house with a basement, and it's pretty neat.
Tiny house.
Yeah, and we have to do a lot of indoor activities, especially during the summer, and so people have better indoor spaces than California, at least where I was from.
Yep. Are you still with us, Mike, or are you frozen? I think he's frozen. It's the world's longest yawn.
Wearing a warning shirt. So funny.
Yeah,
well, we've been running the show. Maybe I need to join that RC podcast. But I'm not a dad.
Now, no. I was actually standing still.
I don't think you were.
Am I?
No
I'm back.
worries.
I was just standing still. Okay. I was frozen. I was actually frozen.
If we were playing freeze tag, you'd be world champ.
But you guys sounded great. I have to tell you, what an amazing job you two have done tonight. Oh, you guys have kicked butt tonight. I'm gonna back out. I will stay quiet.
If I must be honest, I really do need to kind of go. It is birthday night.
Okay.
And I want
happy birthday. Have fun tomorrow at the off-roading event. That sounds really fun.
Absolutely. Thank you. But Mike, you want to take it from here? I'm going to go eat cake.
Don't leave me hang out here to dry. We're gonna say happy birthday to Jeremy. I was gonna light a candle for you and sing, but we're not gonna torture you with that. The candle I lost anyway.
I'm looking for a lighter.
I had a candle. I had a candle and a lighter. Lighters here. I did have a candle. I was gonna light it and we were gonna sing, but we're not gonna put anybody through that.
I did it for you. Here you go.
Happy birthday to you.
What did I just do?
I don't know what you just did.
Okay, there we go. Thank you. No, don't. All right, we're gonna take us out of here, Haley. Tonight, thank you for showing us a look into your world, a closer look, and thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Good to see you guys again.
Did you get any of that?
Take care.
Yep. And thank you, Haley, for coming back and playing.
Yeah, it was fun hanging out.
Again.
I live alone in a small town, so like the RC community, whenever I can hang out and chat RC, I'm always down. So thanks, guys.
There you go.
Good to see everyone that joined us too. Thanks for tuning in.
And they're all good people.
Well,
such good people in here.
And my sign off is
hey,
see you later.
The seat is
see you later.
See you later.
There's a seat for you here, and
sweet.
It's painful, Mike. It's painful.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was good to see you guys.
We'd love
we'll see you at the next event.
Love to have you back anytime.
Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
All right, I'm going to be polite, and we're going to remove you with a see you later. All right. Painful. I ripped the Band-Aid off. Jeremy,
sir,
you go have you go enjoy your birthday. I'm going to fade us out of here with a fast exit, and happy birthday again.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Enjoy.
Thanks for the birthday wishes. We'll see you next time.
And hopefully the snow shows up, because tomorrow I'm going to go play in the snow.
You have fun with that. I'm going to go shovel sunshine tomorrow.
Hopefully. We're out. See y'all later. Longest close ever. I hit and